park, get a few miles in, to check out this really old castle. Welcome to day 3 of Budapest. All we've really done today is just wake up, go on a run, check out the one park, and now we are at our excursion for the day. It is 2 p.m. and we are here to go cave climbing, cave diving. I'm not sure, but we're gonna be having helmets, full suits. It's gonna be super legit. It says it's 3 hours. We're gonna be like on our hands and knees, getting into like tight spaces. So hopefully I don't freak out and develop claustrophobia, but it should be a really fun experience. It was normally supposed to be $150, but I don't know if it was just today. I think it said 50% off discount today. Plus we got the student tickets. It came out to $61 and it should have been $150. Crazy deal. I'm a little scared. Hopefully I'm not too tall, but this will be a great experience, obviously. Budapest, like I was speaking on yesterday, is really known for all of its caves and underground layers and history. We are away from the Budapest castle, but obviously there's stuff under the Budapest castle. But that tour looked a little bit more all ages friendly. This seemed pretty intense and was like a serious adventure and journey. So, and I'll give you the first person view. I wish I had like some sort of thing to go on my forehead so I can be like, give everybody the first person view, but I will try my best to record. Let's do it.
Another day at work. Let's go. This is my bedroom. This is where I sleep in a fetal position. Then let's move on. This is the kitchen, living room, dining room, bathroom. It's everything. There's a slide too. That's a slide that my dog slides down. It's imaginary, but he still slides down. I see him slide down it sometimes. I have like a whole family living down here, and it gets kind of lonely, and I hear things, but the sidewalk, this is my backyard, and you can see right up there, that is my Christmas tree I didn't take down yet. Look at it, you see that? That's my Christmas tree. Didn't decorate it, but in my mind I decorated it.
put it short, that is no joke. Come on.
No joke.
Alright, there you go. That was intense. Hopefully I don't have helmet hair, but I don't have much anyway. But that was super intense.
Yeah, that was very intense. Very fun though. Really exhilarating.
But it's almost like a mountain bike trail to where there's a 30-foot jump and then right next to it there's like a bridge, you know, like
Yeah.
there were options for people just to walk or not walk because everything was challenging, but there was some extremely hard sections that you could choose to try, which of course we did.
Yep.
And sometimes I regretted it because I thought I was close to being stuck. And then there's other parts where you could just like go easy.
Yeah, it's like a lot of sliding, a lot of crawling, some climbing.
Definitely helps to be skinny but not tall. There were some other tall people on the tour, but like we made sure to go right behind the tour guide in the line of people, so we were like second and third.
Yeah.
So that way we could really see the steps that he was taking. But a lot of times there's no steps because it's just like crawling on your hands and knees. But hopefully our knees and elbows aren't too bruised up, and hopefully we can go to the thermal baths later maybe.
Yeah, for sure, just to like relax. So make sure that you wear boots or at least black shoes because mine are very dirty, very, very dirty.
If you ever do come, you will walk down this street and then go up where you will get dressed. Final review. I would say,
I would give it like a solid 9.
yeah, I was thinking around that range. I would say a 9. Also, again, what I described earlier, the prices were pretty cheap. Again, it should have been $150. We got it for $60. So for what we paid, it being 3 hours, 2 people, learned a new skill. He did go over a ton as far as like geology and history, and really, really, really nice guy too. Like,
Yeah.
he was singing. He obviously had zero social anxiety. He was really nice. And again, me and Sophia were at the front of the line, so it helped because he would be waiting for us at every point, count amount of people, and then we'd move on. So it was a very, very, very slow process. So it would kind of help if you had a smaller group, if you really just wanted something like a challenging and fast moving. I was really enjoying it, but I did this really challenging one that he gave an option to, and I barely got out. So I'm just a little like freaked out right now, but I respect the people who do that type of work, if you would call it that. I mean,
Yeah.
or sport. I mean, that's insane.
It's nice to be outside, that's for sure. I think one of the reasons why I had like a really fun time doing it is because it's like one of those like horror houses, you know, you hate being in there, but it gives you like all these crazy endorphins and feelings, and then once you get out, it's like a relief. So you're making yourself really uncomfortable to get back to being comfortable. So I feel like that's why we're just happy being outside, because it's scary, but also now it's like a huge wave of relief. Like now we're outside and now we're safe and not stuck in a claustrophobic, dark, moist cave. So
he did also, again, provide a lot of information, but it was hard to focus on it because, you know, there was a lot of anxiety down there.
yeah.
But really safe, made sure everyone was safe, helped out with the footing, the hand grips. You might recognize this from our travels this morning when we were going around a run in the park, but we are back here. I didn't know the thermal baths were right next to this castle, but we just were at the thermal baths and they close at 7:40. They list it as 8, but they kick everyone out at 7:40. It's currently 6:40, so an hour, 2 people, $60. Might as well just come back tomorrow. But we are here at the Vida Hunyad Castle. And this is one of the most unusual castles in Europe because it's a mix of architectural styles. Built in 1896 for Hungary's Millennium Exhibition, it was originally just made of wood and cardboard and was meant to be temporary. But people loved it so much that they rebuilt it in stone. The design was inspired by real castles across Hungary and Transylvania, especially Hunyad Castle, which is said to have once imprisoned Vlad the Impaler, the real-life inspiration for Dracula. But the castle has some eerie connections beyond that. Right outside, there's a statue of Anonymous, a hooded medieval chronicler whose identity is a mystery. Touching his pen is said to bring you creativity. And nearby, you'll find a statue of Bela Lugosi, the Hungarian actor who became the world's most famous Dracula. So whether you're here for architecture or the spooky legends, this place has something for everyone. Hopefully that brings me some creativity for the next few videos. He kind of reminds me of just those people who go all out on Halloween and they even just like sit on their deck completely still, just waiting for kids to, you know, grab a pot of candy out of their lap or something, and you don't know if it's a prop or a real person. So, you know, then they just completely jump scare you. Kind of brings me back to my childhood there, but
So we're trying a lanouche now. I'm pretty sure that's how we say it. The ladies next to us gave it to us. They're gone now, but they gave it to us because they said it was extremely filling. And what's in this, I believe it's a fried bread. So it's kind of like a Budapest version of Italian pizza, I'm assuming. So it's fried bread. It has sour cream, cheese, and sausage on it. So pretty fatty. Let's just say I wouldn't want to eat a lot of this, so at least I have one slice. So this is my first try.
while Sophia takes her bite, I just want to quickly say mine. It was pretty good. I'm really happy that they gave it to us because it looked so fluffy and nice. I think that their pizza was like around this, or not a pizza, a lanouche. It was like the same price as our like soup thing, which is called the goulash. But my favorite part about it was just like the texture of the breading, super soft. It was almost like funnel cake or just like a really squishy, yeah, like fried dough. Flavor was okay, but texture amazing. Hand it back to Sophia.
Not my favorite. I'm glad that I didn't get it. I've seen this from a lot of street vendors that were selling it, and I was actually wondering what it was because I did think it was a pizza. And then when I saw it, it looked like it was a plain pizza, so I was kind of confused. So I'm glad that we were able to try this overall. But not my favorite. It's just really fatty, kind of just like really heavy. I mean, I know Jackson really likes it. I guess it's just like not the best thing that I've tried here so far, just because it's like...
It's okay. It's okay.
It's fried. It's also a fat amount of unmelted cheese, sour cream. It's like fat, and then some salt. It's just a lot, and it's not my favorite. I would probably give this like low key like a 2 out of 10. It's not my, yeah. I guess the bread is good. I would probably just get it plain, just plain with nothing else. That's probably what I would get, and then I would probably hope that we can just get half of that, because again, this is like a thick piece of bread. It's really fluffy, thick piece of bread. It kind of reminds me of just like an unseasoned funnel cake without the sprinkling and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's not the best. And briboka, I believe that's how you say it. It's like a goulash, yeah. So that overall was really good. That I really liked that. It was really savory, really tasty. Clearly not fatty whatsoever. It was, I guess, like a little pasta balls with meat, and then they put like a sour cream on top. That was really, really tasty. I would definitely rate that a 8 out of 10. Yeah, I would definitely recommend getting the goulashes for sure, because those were amazing, so tasty, so scrumptious, and definitely filled us up. But yeah, not that. I mean, if you want to make it at home, I mean, what I would probably do is like buy it and then cook it at home, pretty much. Just like melt the cheese. That's all I would, if I was to suggest anybody to get anything, just melt the cheese. please. I know I'm gonna get heat for that, but like, I guess I just would want a melted cheese.
So our review of Zimpla Kurtz.
So far, the vibe in here is where it's at. This is probably like one of the best bars. Multi-levels, you can always just sit down, relax, chill, easy to get a drink. There's so many different rooms, listening to different stuff. It's not always the same thing.
Yeah, we've only been to this one Ruin bar,
Yeah,
but obviously what Sophia's talking about is there's just so many rooms. There are light rooms, there are dark rooms, there are rooms with pillows, there are rooms with DJs. It's just up to you to choose your own vibe. Obviously, some rooms are kind of like representations for people who are clearly probably on some strong drugs. Just a ton to look at. A ton of like, it's basically like an antique shop that turned into a crazy party place.
Yeah.
There's so much space. Again, just the multi-level factor is so cool, and that you could just choose whatever vibe that you want to get onto.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, it's free.
Yeah. No,
And there's a ton of different bars in here.
Yeah,
but
free entry. The beers are like regular
$5.
price. Yeah, they're $5.30. I think like the drinks are just like regular price, like how you would get in the U.S. But I mean, this is where it's at. This is so far where it's at. It was highly recommended. One of the best places that you can go to. I wish they played better music that you can actually dance to, not just like like beats. You know?
yeah, that Sophia's completely right. I mean, on their website they advertise what music styles they will be playing, so you can pick and choose obviously what you like. But I think tonight is like more
Like EDM music.
yeah,
Pretty
EDM like Skrillex. It's just like vibe, but
It's
Hey.
a vibe. It's a
yeah,
vibe.
this place is crazy. Otherwise, we got a guy over here with like a bunny mask on. This bar, I would say 9 out of 10 because like we've never seen a bar with a ton of levels and it's just
But
completely
Could be
freedom.
better with music.
Music, 4 or 5 out of 10 tonight. Environment, probably a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Again, you have the freedom to go to every room you want to, which is so cool. And obviously, we don't party a lot. This is the first time you've ever even probably seen us in the bar. But we're trying. Hey, we're in Budapest. We're trying to get out of our shells. But
And that shells are out.
this place is great. We're gonna head home soon. We got an early run tomorrow. A lot to do. Staying on the grind, staying focused. This place is great. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Before we go to bed, I just want to say one thing that I did notice about Budapest is that every single car, this is just one street. I should have put a little bit more, filmed a little more, but it's not that cool to film cars on the sidewalk. But yeah, in Budapest, almost every single car parked is like halfway on the sidewalk. And this is just one street, but you're gonna have to just trust me. It's kind of crazy. I mean, that seems pretty sketch, but
Whatever. Don't judge a culture.